In this video, I'm going to give you 3 techniques that will dramatically raise your vibe. Stay tuned.
Most men are totally unaware of the creative power of imagination. But when you discover this creative power within yourself, you will boldly assert the supremacy of imagination.
Hi, welcome back to another video. My name's Justin. I help people ascend to a higher level of consciousness by expanding upon the teachings of New Thought and spirituality. Now in this video, I'm going to give you 3 techniques that can dramatically raise your vibe. Now before we get into the techniques of raising your vibe, let's talk about what determines your vibe. So your vibe consists of all of the thoughts and beliefs that you embody. And with every thought and belief you embody contains with it a certain emotion. And if we look at the scale of consciousness here, we can see that on the lower end of the scale, by the way, this is the scale of consciousness by Dr. Hawkins. We can see at the lower end of the scale, we have low emotions, or negative emotions, or very low vibration emotions, such as shame, guilt, and fear. And as we move on up to the top of the scale, we have much higher vibe emotions, such as love, joy, and peace. Now, somewhere on the scale is going to be your dominant vibration. So what you want to do is take a second and figure out where your dominant vibration is. For example, you might spend a lot of your life living in anger. Well, anger is a negative emotion, but it's not as bad as like fear and guilt. You see, fear and guilt are very low emotions, and fear is something that actually runs society. If you look at like the media, the news, they're constantly pumping fear into the population because whenever you're in a state of fear, it dumps you down to a low vibration and you're much easier to control. So if you're feeling fear, you might want to raise up into anger because anger is a higher vibration than that of fear. So wherever you're at on the scale, your goal should be to constantly raise the bar and get to a higher level. And the way to do this is by eliminating negative emotions so that we can experience more positive emotions and ultimately get up to that of love, joy, and peace. Now, the 3 techniques I'm going to talk about are very powerful, and if you use them on a daily basis, I guarantee you that you will dramatically raise your vibe. And I know I keep saying that you're going to dramatically raise your vibe, but you will because these techniques are very powerful. So the first technique I want to talk about is the Ho'oponopono prayer. Now the Ho'oponopono prayer consists of 4 very powerful words in the English language. And these words are, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. Once again, that's I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. Whenever you say these words, you are bringing healing to your body. You're bringing healing to the events in your life, and you're bringing healing to your emotions. So whenever you experience a negative emotion, such as shame or fear or guilt, I want you to repeat this Ho'oponopono prayer. So think about the event that's causing you anxiety. Think about the circumstance that's causing your depression. And what I want you to do is I want you to repeat these words until you feel a sense of gratitude come over you. Now, I used this technique a few years ago to heal a very toxic relationship that I had. There was a specific person in my life that we just had a very toxic relationship. I mean, it just wasn't a good relationship at all. And so I used this technique to heal that situation. And the ironic thing is, whenever you heal something within yourself, you're actually healing something within another person. So by knowing that, if we practice this technique, we can actually not only bring healing to ourselves, but we can bring healing to other people. And this is what some of the most enlightened prophets and mystics of the centuries have known about. That whatever is in your consciousness, you're going to project that outward. Whenever you bring healing within yourself, you're bringing healing within the entire world. Because the men and women that experience these high emotions, such as that of love, joy, and peace, according to Dr. Hawkins, these people are actually canceling out millions of people at a lower vibration. And what I mean by canceling out is they are bringing up the collective consciousness of humanity. So that's very powerful. The Ho'oponopono technique can do wonders for your life, and it will dramatically raise your vibe. The second technique I want to talk about is that of meditation. Now, I like to meditate when I wake up in the morning because whenever you wake up in the morning, your thoughts are going to be a lot more active. And however you start your morning is pretty much going to determine the day that you experience. So if you start your morning with mindfulness, with positive emotions, that's going to completely impact the rest of your day. So what I do every morning is I wake up and I stare into a candle flame for that of 10 minutes. Now, the reason I do this is because whenever you're locked on a single point, your mind is not going to shift around as much. You're not going to have as many thoughts. So whenever we have less thoughts, it's easier for us to detach from those thoughts and get into a meditative state. Because the way that your thoughts operate is, you can think of your thoughts as like a magnet. Whenever you have a thought, that thought likes to attract a very similar thought, and then another thought, and then another thought. So, I mean, you might be thinking about what you want to eat for lunch today. Because you're thinking about what you want to eat for lunch, you might think, oh shoot, I got to go to the grocery store. And then you're thinking about going to the grocery store. And then after that, you're thinking about what you got to do next year. So that's the way our thoughts are. They're like magnets. They like to pull you into their thought stream to keep you engaged in that thought sequence. But whenever we meditate, what we're doing is we're taking a step back, observing the thoughts, and becoming the witness of the thought. And this is going to give us a lot more power in life. It's going to dramatically raise our vibe, and it's going to give us the power to choose which thoughts we think. Now, the last technique I want to talk about is that of gratitude. Whenever you express gratitude, you're telling the universe that you're grateful, and the universe is going to give you more things to be grateful for. So what I like to do when I wake up in the morning, before I do my 10-minute meditation, what I like to do is I like to put my hands over my heart, and I like to think about 3 things that I'm grateful for. And so I'll just close my eyes and I'll think about 3 things I'm grateful for. You know, I'm grateful for this body I have. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for the money that I have in the bank. And sometimes I'll even think about more things. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I get to share this information with you guys. There's so many things I'm grateful for. And whenever you get in that grateful state, the universe will give you more things for you to be grateful for. So it's a very powerful thing to do. So just get in the habit of expressing gratitude, and it will dramatically raise your vibe. So I want to thank you for watching this video. Once again, the 3 techniques are the Ho'oponopono prayer, meditation, and expressing gratitude on a daily basis. I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. Make sure to hit the bell icon and stay tuned for more videos. And I want to thank you for watching this video, and come ascend with me to the next video. I hope I said that right. I was trying to make it sound like really dramatic, you know, like come ascend with me to the next video. Anyway, I don't know if it was dramatic or not, but yes, come ascend with me to the next video. Thanks for watching.